Inside job. Verizon. You guys need to remove your numbers from literally everything. There's a new hack going on called SIM swapping or SIM hacking, and I'm floored. So what these hackers are doing is they're calling your cell phone providers over and over and over again, requesting new SIM cards. Now, once they get these SIM cards, crypto, gone, bank account, drained, emails, deleted, all bad. Now, the people who fall victim to these scams have PIN codes, they have SIM protection, but it does not matter when it's an inside job. Verizon, T-Mobile, AT&T, all guilty. Workers are able to bypass these security prompts and give these people the SIM cards. My neighbor is out $4,000, and that might not be a lot to some people, but when you work a regular 9 to 5 and you're just barely middle class, that hurts. That's a lot to miss out on. So how can you protect yourself from this? You can do an authenticator app. I have one. I don't really use the SMS. I have a Google authenticator app. You can also. All right, first and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, glory, and fear to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Akakwadash. Also want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and salutations to the Lord's hopeful elect. Yeah, you hear it, man. Just the idea that your information or the information that they obtain can lead to, your finances. I mean, this is nothing but identity theft, man, from the damn 90s. This is nothing new. So I don't know why people think it's so far-fetched that this can and does happen. This happens on a daily basis, man. All right. And in relation to prophecy, okay, this could get out of control, man. Every year we go through this, man. There's attacks here and there on banks, and different banking systems have been quote unquote attacked, and people's identities have been stolen from them. I'm sure brothers and sisters can testify. We've all had situations where our debit card or credit card has gotten out, some type of way, and there's charges on our accounts that we're unaware of, man. This thing happens all the time. Now, the issue is in relation to prophecy, the mark of the beast, man. If they do this, ultimately, Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, putting it in the hearts of man to do this, let's say some type of major attack on this internet infrastructure, if you will. If they do that, basically, if we all wake up one day and all our damn money is gone, basically, all right, the little bit of money that we do have, it's going to create an instant problem. I'm talking about on a mass scale. And again, if you are watching and listening to the watch, man, you should see all the accounts of these things happen. It's nothing new, all right, hacking and all that shit. But in relation to banking and things like that, this is something that the enemy can definitely use here pretty soon to enforce that mark of the beast. Bingo, all your money's gone. Guess what? We can give everybody, this universal income, but we need to put it on this microchip. That way your information will be safe. It'll be inside of your body. They can't just stick a gun in your face and take your money at this point. Look how safe this is. Plus, we're going to give you guys money. It's the perfect order out of chaos, man. All right. And especially if they let it get out of control to the point where they have to do the martial law because, all right, people can't buy or sell no more. Because their money's gone. Now they're looting, and they're already doing that. You see, they're looting for damn fun. How much more if the people, the American people, wake up and their money is completely gone, man? So we just have to be circumspect. The Lord taught us not to be ignorant of Satan's devices. And, this is all part of the program, man. We talk about EMP attacks. I mean, the lights could go out. That's going to create huge problems. People not going to be able to eat, cook, flush toilets. All these things will quickly become issues, and through the spirit we do believe that these things are going to happen. EMP attack maybe, but there's definitely going to be huge issues, and this whole banking hacking culture is probably going to be a issue, man. All right, and there's no way to avoid it, man. All right, you can have all these little freaking apps to like she was going into the little safeguard app. It's not going, especially a real deal like attack. And again, it will be from Yahweh Shema Shah ultimately. It's not, none of your shit is going to be safe, man. All right. And I mean, it could very, I'm not saying it that's the way, but it definitely is a huge possibility that it could happen, man. Now, again, it already happens on a daily basis. The whole identity fraud, shit happens. So I'm speaking on a mass scale where damn near everybody in Babylon the Great, the so-called United States, wakes up and their money is gone. All the banks are you know what I mean? That's a huge possibility, and we have to be ready for that. And how do we be prepared, man? Hey, starting now, man, serving Yahweh Shema Shai, coming in that fear which produces action. All right, and getting that rapport, if you will, with Yahweh Shema Shai, because it's gonna go. All right, all this stuff is gonna go, and only thing that's gonna be left is true faith, man, and Yahweh Shema Shai, and everybody else is gonna run to the enemy, and they're gonna take that mark of the beast, man. And that's what we're teaching our people through the Spirit. You guys believe in this God of the Bible. We're telling you what his name is, what his son name is, Yahweh, who the word ignorantly just calls God, and Yahweh Shai, who the word ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, man. All right, we're telling y'all what's about to happen, and you claiming this, you claiming this, you claiming this. Well, it's gonna be, a time, Jacob's trouble, the great tribulation. All right, where the Lord is getting ready to try everyone talking that talk, man. All right, a lot of people not gonna make it. And we have to be prepared for that, man. All right, but you're gonna be tried, and I always say through the Spirit, don't think you finna ride out this great tribulation in the privacy of your own dwelling place, of your own so-called home, man. We don't call shit here home, man, especially at this point. It's not your home. This is not our home. This is not our rest. Well, it's a dwelling place, within our captivity. But don't think you just finna ride it out with Wi-Fi, watching Netflix and Hulu, ordering DoorDash during the Great Tribulation. Nah, everyone's coming out them houses one way or another, whether the Lord brings us, storms, or he do it, via the government. Anything can happen. And especially those storms, that's an easy way to get you out of your home, man. They do them tornado watches and tornado warnings, and or hurricane watch, and they make the decree to say, you guys got to evacuate. It's over with. Sure, some people stay, but I mean, it'll be just like that. If they say, hey, you gotta go, you gotta go. You're now out of your home, man. You know what I mean? So we have to be prepared for these things, because it was prophesied in Matthew 24th chapter. These things will precede the Lord's second coming. All right, let's go to the book of just two precepts, man. Straight to the point. This is First Thessalonians chapter 5 and verse 3. All right. For when they shall say peace and safety, and that's the spirit our people are in right now, man, to the, to a certain extent. There's a lot of complaining because reality is starting to set in, and that's what we're prophesying and teaching. It ain't all good, okay? But for the most part, as long as the Super Bowl still to be here in February, as long as they had that so-called Christmas game, as long as LeBron and Curry, balling out of control, they're coming in that spirit of peace and safety, man. Yeah, sure, times, it's getting tough, but they got their bread and circus, you see, which again aids in that feeling of peace and safety. That motherfuckers not worried about no world war popping up. They ain't worried about no war. They're not worried about no draft for real, for real. Until these things are brought right in front of their face, man. It's not in front of their face. They're not watching. They don't have the spirit to watch. They just want to go to work so they can, have the funds to facilitate, their folly, man. You know what I mean? Then, all right, sudden destruction cometh upon them. And that's kind of in relation to you waking up with your money gone. All right. That's sudden destruction. One day you thought it was good, you went to sleep, and you wake up the next day or in the middle of the day, whenever, all right, and all your money is gone. People will immediately freak out. I mean, it's not a good feeling not having no money, man. We don't worship it, all right, we don't love it, but it is a necessary evil, the way they have this fiat currency system set up, man, and you need it, man. And if you know that it's not readily available, it can completely dictate how your day goes, man, how you act, how you treat other people. People will become very, very aggressive, man. And I know that. I mean, even right now, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shah, man, the Lord gives us our daily bread, but my money shit ain't looking that good. And it damn near have me depressed, man. You know, it damn near, if it wasn't for the spirit of Yahweh Shema Shah, man, I'd be very, very depressed because I don't have, enough money to do the things that I want to do. Now, the Lord, of course, gives us that daily bread, and he'll give you more if it's his will. But, man, we just ain't got it like that, man. And that's good because it keeps us grounded in reality. All right. But again, for when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction come up upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. That's the whole point, man. And the Lord say, he's going to provide a way for us to escape. All right. And we need to be praying for that we are worthy to escape all these things that shall come upon the earth. Everyone else that's not watching, not called by Yahweh Shema Shah, whether they see it coming or not, they're not going to be able to escape it. So you wake up and your bank account is drained. There's going to be no way for you to, survive, to get goods unless you, bow down and worship that enemy and go to him for help. We're going to keep our faith in Yahweh Shema Shah. Wherever he wants us to go, dictate that, then that's where we're going. Be a camp, be running, in the woods, in the desert, whatever your climate is, or wherever the Lord got you, that'll be it, man. All right. But the point is, we're not going to bow down to that beast system and take that mark of the beast, man. We're going to keep, Lord willing, our faith in the Lord, Yahweh, and his son, Yahweh Shai, man. And keep that faith that we will, and that the Lord will provide a way for us to escape. All right. And then this is the book of First Timothy. Chapter 6 and verse 17. Charge them that are rich in this world that they be not high-minded. And come on, man, especially in the United States, man, Babylon the Great, the people who got a little bit of money, you know what I mean? It don't even it don't have to be a lot. It could just be Jake getting his paycheck, different spirit. People are in different spirits come payday. They're happy. And a lot of people get puffed up. They're shopping, they're spending money. How people do, buying clothes and shoes and shit, getting their car washed, buying scat packs and shit like that. And don't even talk about the real people who are so-called rich, starting with Esau Edom. All right, the so-called elites. And every other nation that get rich has a bunch of Hamites that are filthy, stinking rich, man. Bunch of Elamites, man. Some of our people are getting to the bag. These people are high-minded, all right? Nor trust in uncertain riches. In this fiat currency are uncertain riches. Even though we labor for the shit, I'm telling you, just like old girl saying, man, you can wake up one day and those are uncertain riches and they be gone, man. So the Lord is teaching us not to trust in that, but to trust in Yahweh Shema Shah. There it is right there. But in the living power, which is Yahweh Shema Shah, who giveth us richly things, who giveth us richly all things to enjoy, man. And we'll see the full manifestation of those riches and the ability to enjoy it once we get delivered. Right now, a part of us having wisdom is to know, wisdom, not just understanding, is to know that this isn't our rest and that sacrifice is required. The Lord taught us the servant is not greater than his master. There's going to be something that you're going to have to go without. Plain and simple. That this may be not what they teach in the churches, so-called, quote unquote, but that's the reality of the situation that we're in, man. A sacrifice is required. Maybe food. You may not get your weight up like a bodybuilder. You may not be thick. You may have to fast more than the average man. You may not have a family. May not have a wife. May not have a lot of money. May not have stature. Your health may be wobbly. But just some type of sacrifice. Many, at least one, most of the time, many. Sacrifices must be made. Why? Because the servant is not greater than the master. Remember Yahweh Shai and his sacrifice and what he went through, especially during the time, of preceding that his crucifixion, for the Lord's hopeful elect. All right. But the whole point being of this epistle is not to trust in uncertain riches. And guess what? The money and putting your faith and love and concern in their money, all right, is uncertain riches. You have to trust in the Lord. And if he wants to, he'll make you rich. Or if he wants to, he'll give you enough. Or if he wants to, he'll have you poor. Either way it go, you trust in the Lord, not the money. And oh my goodness, once this happens, however, because they have to do something with the system, bro. You know what I mean? It's gonna get out of whack for them to make that mark of the beast a necessity. All right. So there has to be some type of great tribulation that's gonna happen in relation to, money and the ability to attain goods, man. It's got to be, a disconnect somehow, some way. All right. We don't necessarily know. We've mentioned different ways it could happen. All right, but it has to happen. And those uncertain riches, you about to see so many people that talk, seem like they're good, meek women, you know what I mean? Good chill brother. Nigga, please wait till that money run out and they can't feed themselves like they usually do or whatever. All right. You gonna see that these people have no faith in God. All right. Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai, that it was just a front and they were just content because they had a little bit of money to do what they wanted. All right. So with that, I'm gonna give all praises, honor, glory, and fear to Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai. Until next time, Shalom.